In the heart of Nabuttii, an African village surrounded by vast savannahs and majestic baobab trees, lived a young girl named Naguma. Life had never been kind to Naguma. Her mother had died while giving birth to her, and her father, in his grief and need for companionship, remarried a woman who had no love for Naguma. The stepmother saw Naguma as a burden, a constant reminder of the woman who had come before her. Naguma's life in her father's house was unbearable. Her stepmother's cruelty knew no bounds, and her father, blinded by his new wife's influence, turned a deaf ear to his daughter's plight. One fateful day, after a particularly harsh punishment, Naguma was cast out from her home. With nowhere else to go, she began living on the streets of Nabuttii, begging for food and finding shelter wherever she could. Despite her hardships, Naguma grew into a beautiful young woman, with a spirit as resilient as the African sun. She wandered the village and the outskirts, finding solace in the rhythms of nature and the kindness of a few sympathetic villagers. Her only possessions were the tattered clothes on her back and a small carved wooden charm her mother had left her. One day, while walking along a path lined with wildflowers, Naguma spotted something unusual. High up in the branches of an ancient baobab tree sat a man, gazing out over the landscape. Intrigued, she drew closer, her curiosity piqued by his serene demeanor and striking appearance. His skin was the color of rich ebony, and his eyes held a depth that seemed to capture the very essence of the land. "Hello," Naguma called up to him, shielding her eyes from the sun. "What are you doing up there?" The man looked down, a smile spreading across his face. "I'm enjoying the view. Sometimes you need a different perspective to appreciate the beauty around you." He began to climb down, moving with the grace of someone completely at home in nature. When he reached the ground, he introduced himself as Matonto, a traveler who had been passing through the village. There was an instant connection between them, a spark that neither had ever felt before. They talked for hours, sharing stories of their lives, their dreams, and their sorrows. Naguma found herself laughing more than she had in years, and Matonto was captivated by her strength and resilience. Days turned into weeks, and Naguma and Matonto spent every moment they could together. They explored the village and the surrounding wilderness, finding hidden waterfalls and ancient groves that seemed untouched by time. Matonto taught Naguma how to see the world through his eyes, to find beauty and hope even in the darkest of times. As their bond deepened, Matonto revealed his own story. He was an orphan, too, having lost his parents to a raid on their village when he was just a boy. He had been wandering ever since, searching for a place to call home. In Naguma, he found not just a kindred spirit, but the home he had been seeking all his life. Their love blossomed, strong and enduring like the baobab tree under which they first met. The villagers, who had once pitied Naguma, now looked upon her with admiration. Her transformation from a destitute girl to a radiant young woman in love inspired many. One evening, as the sun set in a blaze of orange and red, Matonto took Naguma's hand and led her to the top of a hill overlooking the village. "Naguma," he said, his voice filled with emotion, "you are the most incredible person I have ever met. You have shown me the true meaning of strength and love. Will you do me the honor of being my wife?" Tears of joy filled Naguma's eyes as she nodded, unable to speak. They embraced, knowing that their journey together was just beginning. With the blessings of the village elders and the community, Naguma and Matonto were married under the branches of the same baobab tree where they had first met. Their love story became a legend in Nabuttii, a testament to the power of love and resilience in the face of adversity. Together, they built a home filled with laughter, love, and hope, proving that even the most broken hearts can find healing in the arms of true love. Naguma, once a poor girl living on the streets, found her place in the world beside the man who had seen her true worth from the moment they met.